All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Halon Lad Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Hakim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shuab One back at you with another lesson. The title of this lesson is called Markets Should Brace for Fire and Ice. Recession Warning. All right. And that's off of an article that just came in onto my news break that came out 10 hours ago, and I was reading a little bit of it. All right. And it's pretty interesting going into, pretty much they're telling you how we're about to enter into a recession. And, we already know that this place is falling apart. We know that that dollar bill's about to fall. All right. But it says marketplaces should brace for fire and ice. Morgan Stanley executive warns of a recession and even bigger paradigm shift. Okay. Let's go into that word paradigm. All right. And it says a typical example or pattern of something, a model. Yeah, because this has become this has become a pattern, seeing that the way everything is going, it's literally becoming a pattern showing you that the end game is right at hand, you see? Showing you that you see the same things happening over and over, and normally what do they lead to? All right, that recession. Okay, and it says a typical example or pattern of something or model. There is a new paradigm for public art in this country. It says linguistics. It says a set of linguistic items that form mutually exclusive choices in particular syntactic roles. All right. Let me see what else it says. It says a paradigm is a standard perspective or set of ideas. A paradigm is a way of looking at something. The word paradigm comes up a lot in the academic, scientific, and business worlds. A new paradigm in business could mean a new way of reaching customers and making money. Well, yeah, because they have a new money system that's coming out, you see, and that's that MOTB, right? That straight Rice Krispie treat. That's that new money system that they're bringing towards you, all right? And we already know that all roads lead to that Rice Krispie treat. So it says a new paradigm in business could mean a new way of reaching customers and making money. All right. Now, what else is there for paradigm? An outstandingly clear or typical example. An example of conjugation or the declension, showing a word in all its inflectual forms, a philosophical and theoretical framework of a scientific school or discipline within which theories, laws, and generalizations and the experience performed in sport and in support of them are formulated. All right, so these are the different different words for paradigm. The different sentences, definitions. All right. So going back, actually, let me see this real quick. Oh, it says a worldview underlying the theories and methodology of a particular scientific subject. Yeah. All right. Because what's the particular scientific subject that they want? That Rice Krispie treat. All right. It says this is a traditional grammar of Latin, Greek, and other inflected languages, a table of all inflected forms of a particular verb, noun, or objective, serving as a model for other words of the same conjugation or declension. All right. Which I don't know. What the hell is this? Anyway, Salakia. So going back to that article, all right, it says, let me share this too. Before I forget. Salakia. Extra tired today. So it says markets should brace for fire and ice. Morgan Stanley executive warns of a recession and even bigger paradigm shift. It says sign up for the Fortune Features email list so you don't miss our biggest features, exclusive interviews and investigations. The economies like to blow hot and cold for the immediate future. Morgan Stanley's co-president says as the economy swings between fears of inflation and fears of contraction. All right. It says last week, Ted Pick, head of institutional securities and investment bank Morgan Stanley, joined bankers and investors from Jamie Dimon to Carol Icahn, something like that, and warning that chances of a recession are steadily rising, marked by periods of a hot and cold economy. All right, and it ain't no hot and cold economy. It's all because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is putting the spirit on these damn devils, all right, to pretty much what? Bring forth their agenda. So in order for them to bring forth the agenda, they have to put away the old order in order to bring the new order, you see? And the spirit is being put on them to make these moves. It says, there is a fire narrative, and the fire narrative is inflation, and there is a bit of an ice narrative, that recession talk, hard landing or soft landing, he said. We'll have these periods where it feels all awfully fiery, and other periods where it feels icy, and clients need to navigate around that. Let me grab. Oh shit, Salakia. We did like 12 hours today at work. Let me. Yeah, because what's happening is with all this inflation, man, all these little mom and pop shops, man, they gotta go. All right, they're not able to afford these things at a cheap price because everything is just going up. It's going up higher and higher. All right, it's literally going up higher and higher every time. Right now, gas is $5 over here now, which they wanted to $6 by the summertime. All right, food, food is still out there, but I always be just thinking that just one day everybody's gonna just wake up, go to the store, go to Walmart, and boom, nothing there for them, because that's how it comes. See, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna catch our asses by surprise, because you didn't want to hearken on to this word when you were supposed to. You have to fear the Lord, man. If you don't fear the Lord, man, the Lord will show you to fear. Okay? But that's what I wanted. Let me grab that verse that I wanted. This is Ecclesiastes. Is it Ecclesiastes? Slovakia. This is 12, and I'll just start from the top. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he will raise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." All right. So right here is showing you how everything's going to what? To a certain type of lockdown. Everything's going to go to the economy crashing. All right. The keepers of the house. All right. What does it say? In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. You see, these elites, all right, they trembling. Okay, the strong men that thought there was somebody, all right, now they're what? They gonna bow down to Yahushua, man. They're gonna bow down to the slaughter. Okay, and it says, and the grinders cease, yeah, going into no employment. All right, which is the main thing I want to grab. Oh, Slakia. Damn. Grinders, it says Tahan, and then it says to grind, crush. Yeah, you know, we as Jakes, we always be like we're on our grind, you know. And it's spiritual. It says Tahan. And it says to be a concubine, that being their employment. All right, because that's what this grind is about, man. All right, the grinders shall cease, meaning there's gonna be no work out here. You might see a few here and there. All right, but in all reality, they're all gonna be shut down. There ain't gonna be no damn work in this place, especially this next, pandemic or lockdown, whatever you want to call it, man. It's about to be the worst. Okay, things are gonna be on a whole nother level that you thought would never be able to be seen. You see, Yahweh Shah told you there was gonna be a time on earth, man, that the heavens ain't never seen. All right, Matthew the 24th chapter. Okay. Anyway, going back to this word grind. Oh, what did I just do? Salaki. Oh, that's what I was doing. Where's the other one? Salaki. Oh, I guess that was the word. Sometimes they'll have like another root word with it to break it down even more. All right, it says to crush small within ACC. It says especially to grind in a hand mill. All right, to grind the face of the poor, to oppress him. Yeah, because they're oppressing us by making us work. All right, and at the end of the day, it's even more oppression when we bust our ass. All right, and then we're poor as hell at the end. All right, as a matter of fact, let me grab that Haggai. 1 and 6. And it says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. He that earneth wages to put into a bag of holes. You see, so pretty much all our lives we busted our ass for nothing. We busted our ass for, Esau to move on with his power structure. We've bust our ass all our lives just to see what Esau, has and not ever be a part of it. You see? And that's how it is, man. All we do is work just to barely make ends meet, man. If that, because homelessness is on a high level right now, man. A lot of people ain't got jobs, man. A lot of people getting kicked out. A lot of people being put in certain predicaments, which that's what they want. Because that's how they gonna have you begging for that Rice Krispie treat. They ain't gonna have to beg for you to take it. You're gonna beg because you're gonna want that piece of food. All right? Or whatever the case may be at that moment. Okay? But let me go back to the article. It shouldn't be long anyway. It's more like an update. It says there is a fire narrative, and the fire narrative is inflation. All right, as a matter of fact, let's go into inflation a little something real quick. This is Revelation 6. Revelation 6 and 5. And it says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. For I, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see that thou not hurt that, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, representing what? This truth. The oil and wine represents this truth. But going into a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny, because the brothers go into it, especially Apostle Tahar went into it, how that penny represents how that was a day's worth of work. All right. I believe that's what it was, a day's worth of work. All right. And that's pretty much what we're doing now. We're out here busting our ass just to put gas in our tank, just to get to work. It cost me almost damn near $100 to fill up my damn tank. That's crazy. That's insane. That car shouldn't take no more than $30-$40 to fill up. All right, but here it is that we're in the process of inflation because this dollar's about to collapse, and we know it. You see, the dollar's about to collapse. All right, we're about to enter that Jacob's trouble. All right, they already have the stage set for all the Rice Krispie treats you need. All right, so they're ready to drop this damn dollar, man, and put everybody in a panic. This is how civil war is going to erupt. Sedition among men, People are just going to lose their minds when they see that they can't use, the bank. All right? Or, they have no jobs, or there is no food in the stores. These are different things that is going to just cause people to stand up and, and rise up against the government. All right. And all you're doing is just giving this damn devil power. All right. Because he just loves, he loves when you in that stressed out mode like that, man. Okay. But so this is going into, hyperinflation. All right, which we also have deflation. All right, second Ezra's 16. All right, this is, I forgot I'm in the blue letter, duh. Give me 1 second. This is second as a 16 and it was 20. I'll start from 19. It says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be away mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap on earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." All right. And victuals going into food and things like that. All right. I believe that's what victuals are. Let me make sure. Should I just do this? Just want to see something real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, yeah. Anyway, victuals goes into, I believe it is food. And that goes to show you that it shows you that, deflation will also happen. And that's when deflation is when the everything is dirt cheap. You see? But there might not be as many supermarkets, might not be as many, as much food to find. Food and provisions. Yep. Food or provisions. It says food, drink, fare, cooking, cuisine. Let's see something real quick. Damn it, let me go to provisions. Give me 1 second. Definition of provisions. Provisions, the action of providing or supplying something for use, an amount or thing supplied or provided. All right. So yeah, things are gonna be so good cheap, but evil's still gonna be what? Blooming. Earth is wickedness is gonna be fulfilling the earth, while all these things are happening. All right, and this is why you don't trust the devil, man. You don't trust him from anything that he does. Damn, I had another scripture. What was it? Oh, that's what it was. So going back to 6 and 5 in Revelation, it says, "And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, Come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand." All right, going into representation of slavery. All right, and then it says, "And I heard a voice in the midst of the fourth beast say, A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine." All right, so that's inflation right there, man. Let me continue reading this article. It says, "There is a fire narrative, and the fire narrative is inflation, and there is a bit of an ice narrative, that recession talk, hard landing or soft landing," he said. "Well, we'll have these periods where it feels awfully fiery, and other periods when it feels icy, and clients need to navigate around that." All right. And just thinking about that, how it would be awfully fiery, man. That's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai that's going to be chastising us, those of the elect, to test us of our faith. It says, there is still a decent chance the U.S. will enter a recession. It ain't no big chance. It will enter into a recession. All right. But we likely will not know for sure until next fall, Pick said. All right. Now, all you got to do is just study the times. You know, the Lord said, measure the time diligently in itself, you see. And when thou see the signs that I have spoken of since the beginning, all right, then you're gonna realize what, that this is when the Lord is visiting. This is the Lord about to bring this place down. Okay. It says he forecasts an economic downturn and slowdown in banking business if inflation and inflationary expectations are cementing by next fall. All right. And again, showing you that they're going to literally downturn and shut this place down. All right. It says he forecasts an economic downturn and slowdown in banking business if inflammation and inflationary expectations are cemented by next fall, as they would force the Fed to tighten monetary policy and raise interest rates even higher. It says, but even if a recession does hit, it will not necessarily entail an economic collapse, which is bullshit, man, because once this place goes into its lockdown, all right, that's it. It's already on high inflation, man. Everything is cheap. At one point, people are not going to buy because they can't afford no more, man. All right. It says, but even if a recession does hit, it will not necessarily entail an economic collapse, akin to what happened in 2008. It says, and Pick says that the U.S. is on the how do you say that? Precipice. Let me just get it. Precipice. What the heck? Salaki, give me 1 second. It says precipice. All right. Look crazy. Precipice. Okay. So going back into he cast an economic downturn and slowdown in banking business if inflation and inflationary expectations are cementing by next fall, as would force the Fed to tighten monetary policy and raise interest rates even higher. But even if a recession does hit, it will not necessarily entail an economic collapse, akin to what happened in 2008. And Pick says that the U.S. is one of the precipice of an entirely different business cycle, which will be a depart from the loose monetary policy of the last 15 years. It says paradigm shift, a momentous upheaval to the economy may have an inevitable after a record bull market run marked by a prolonged period of low borrowing rates, right? Borrowing. It says period of low borrowing rates, according to Pick. It says the pandemic briefly interrupted this run in 2020, but the economy, Salakia, bounced back quickly last year. Now, I don't know how, because ain't no bounce back here. Everything's been horrible since 2020. You see, all the way into this point, it's only getting what? It's only getting worse and worse. So where are they coming out with? They see. Let's read that again. It says the pandemic briefly interrupted this run in 2020, but the economy bounced back quickly last year. Yeah, where the hell did you see the bounce back? See, this devil will try to make you feel good with his words, man, but deep down, man, he just want to tell your ass we lying. Your ass is gonna feel it even worse in the next coming months. You know, always trying to make you feel good, like oh yeah. Some people, dumbass will be in the background, like yeah, he's right. You know, we did get through it fast. No, we didn't. We ain't never get back from it. We ain't never bounced back one time from since 2020, man. And it says, but the economy bounced back quickly last year with massive rebounds from all three major stock indices. And it says in a record volume of mergers and acquisitions. It says, but after a new war in Ukraine, high inflation and higher interest rates, a new economic norm is emerging, according to PIC. And what is that? That's that. We already know what that is, man. That's that NWO. It says an extraordinary moment. It's an extraordinary moment, he said. It signals a paradigm shift, the end of 15 years of financial repression and the next era to come. This new economic era could be an entirely new business cycle. Yeah, because it's all what? It's all them trying to tie you in to the system, man. That new world order. All right, this new economic era. You see that basically, you might as well just put this new world order could be an entirely new business cycle. One PIC says might. It's like one PIC says might be defined by high borrowing rates that consumers have grown accustomed to over the past decade and a half. It says financial repression, which PIC spoke of several times during his speech, refers to a monetary strategy of redirecting company profits from the private sector to pay off debts. All right. Which this devil will always tell you that he's in straight debt. You know, we're in $1 trillion deficit, all this bullshit. Here it is that they can print out money all day long. All right. But we're in these damn deficits. We owe, you know. Shalom, sister Yahweh Bashim Shabrak. Let me grab that real quick. Habakkuk 2, showing you that we're always in a deficit, man. That's scriptural. This is Habakkuk 2 and 6. And it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him? This is talking about Esau. All right. And a taunting, because all these nations are going to turn against her. All right. The beast shall hate the whore. And a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that laddeth himself with thick clay. You see? With thick clay, talking about these deficits that we be in. All right. See if it comes up. Weight of pledges, heavy debts. You see? Heavy debts. Right there. All right. So it says, let me read that one more time. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb? Okay. As a matter of fact, let me just, I'll just keep reading. Salaki. It says, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Yeah, he's been doing that forever. All right. Let's grab that. That's what is that? Damn, I just lost. Oh, that's what I wanted. Yeah. Actually, you know what? It's in the same exact. Yep. It's in the same exact chapter. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. All right. And we know that this place is what? Full of lies and robberies, man. What's that, Nahum? Come on, bro. That's what it is. I'm out. This is Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. You see? So this place is all based on what? Lies and robbery. Okay? Matter of fact, 3 and 4 it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. All right? So this place is based on straight bloodshed, lies, robbery, genocide, whoredoms, witchcrafts. All right, anything you could think of, this devil has part of it, man. That's wicked. All right. Let me go back to where was I at? I'll just read it back from the top. Financial repression, it says, which Pick spoke of several times during his speech, refers to a monetary strategy of redirecting company profits from the private sector to pay off government debts. It says, according to Pick, All right, Salakia. The guy's name is Pick, and every time I read it, I'm thinking same Pick and just regular Pick. According to Pick, it often leads to lower interest rates for a prolonged period of time and reduced savings in the private sector. And the policy has been employed by the U.S. several times in the moments of high public debt. It says the shift away from an age of financial repression won't happen overnight. It ain't gonna happen, period. At the end of the day, all right, because this place is gonna fall, man. All right, and that dollar's gonna fall with it because they want an agenda. They want that agenda to be pushed. It says we'll be having this conversation for the next 12, 18, 24 months. Lord willing, we ain't having this conversation that long. All right, Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua put that spirit on this damn devils to do something this damn summer coming into into the winter time. So it says, Pick said, but assured that a change is coming and a new business cycle with different rules set to emerge in one. Wow. Let me read that again. It says, we'll be having this conversation for the next 12, 18, 24 months, Pick said, but assured that a change is coming and a new business cycle with different rules is set to emerge in the old one's wake. Ooh, getting rid of what? All right, Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah. What is it going into, man? Getting to see in order for them to bring in that new world order, they have to they have to put away the old order, man. And that's basically what it's going into. All right. But assured that a change is coming and a new business cycle with different rules. All right. Yeah. New world order rules. All right. Unrighteous decrees. Okay. It says in a new business cycle with different rules is set to emerge in the old one's wake. This paradigm shift at some point will bring in a new cycle. It's been so long since we've had to consider what a world is like with the real interest rates and real cost of capital that will distinguish winning companies from losing companies, winning stocks from losing stocks, which at the end of the day, they're all going to be losing stocks and they're all going to be losing companies. All right. Because when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shut this place down, see, the ones that are under control are what? The ones that you don't see on a normal basis. The ones that just sit back and give all the shots, do all the shot calling, man. All right. So even these people that are not part of that are Edomites and things like that, they don't understand what's about to happen. They don't understand that that the Rothschilds, your DuPonts, you know what I'm saying, your Bilderbergs, your Rockefellers are the ones that's running the scene behind closed doors. You know, they even think that there's sometimes that I don't know what these damn devils be thinking, but we know not to trust this damn devil for nothing. We know that everything this devil says is a lie. It's always going to have a certain agenda behind it. All right. So it says, is that the end of it? For real? That's how they ended it? No way. I think that's how they ended it. That shit was whack. Yeah, so let me just finish reading that part again. It says this paradigm shift at some point will bring in a new cycle. It's been so long since we've had to consider what a world is like with real interest rates and real cost of capital that will distinguish winning companies from losing companies and winning stocks from losing stocks. All right. Yeah, that's really how they did that. Where they do that at? That was pretty whack. All right, but the point is that, like it says, the title was Markets Should Brace for Fire and Ice. Morgan Stanley executive warns of a recession and even bigger paradigm shift. All right. So these shops are ready to be closed, man. They're ready to be brought down. All right. And that's why the hyperinflation is up. That's why, everything is going up. Not just gas, it's food, gas, everything around you is going up, and it's making it harder for these people to afford. So eventually these people going to lose their shops. They're not going to be able to sell anything. They ain't going to be able to make it out there. All right. And like I just said, the homelessness is at a high level right now. All right. Which I want to do a video on that. I was going to do that right now, but because I'm so tired, I done work freaking 12 hours today and then went to the gym afterwards. It was just like, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? But Lord willing, I get into that tomorrow, which I'm going to set it up. I already got everything set up for it. But man, homelessness is on a high level right now. Like the numbers is crazy. All right. And it's mostly in the so-called, Negroes and Latino community. All right. All Jakes, yo. All Israelites. All right. And that's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai putting them in them predicaments. And ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is putting that thought in these wicked ass men to put you in that predicament. Because again, this is how they're going to make you beg for that Rice Krispie treat. There ain't no, I'm going to have to beg for you to take it. You're going to want it. You're going to be looking for me when your ass can't eat, when your ass can't put gas in your car. All right. When you have no job, when you have no water, when you got 5 kids standing with your ass. This is why I'm going to do that video on homelessness, because I went to the store and that's what gave me the inspiration. On the corner of the store was a whole family of, it was the wife, the husband, and it was 4 kids, and they were all holding the sign out, which it was weird because I think they were either Arabic, some shit like that, Indian, one of those. You know what I mean? Which, I could be wrong. They could have been Jakes too, but they seen me and it was just like, God bless you. Like they was trying to get me to pretty much give them some bread, but I ain't even in that mode, because you know what? Judgment is going out. So, if that shit is real, which again, I have to also watch, because around my way, I know people that do that shit and they actually be faking it. They just be trying to get people, they'll really bring their kids out there and everything just to get some money, and then they go back home and they perfectly fine, so you got to watch with shit like that. But regardless, like, I ain't even in that spirit of giving nobody shit, because I understand that judgment is going out throughout the earth right now. Even us ourselves are going through hard times, being chastised by the Lord. But you'd rather be chastised for righteousness' sake than to be chastised for wicked. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what gave me the inspiration to make a video on that. Which I want to put a little movie clip to that together with that before I do the video. you know. But yeah, you just saw a whole little family standing up there with a sign talking about please help me, you know, and I couldn't read exactly too much because I didn't want to make it obvious when I was recording them. You know, I was kind of just I put it on my dashboard, like if I was already like searching through my phone for something, setting it up for something, and caught a little bit of it. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of homelessness going on. There's a lot of Jakes here, but you're about to feel that whole, you know, what a real pandemic is about. You know, what hyperinflation can really do to you. You know, the cost of living going up so high that your ass will be on the street corner. And this is why you gotta have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai teamed up on your side, man. Because if you're not, the Lord will put you to that predicament, man. See, the Lord, you know, make you rich, the more the Lord make you poor, you know. And the Lord about to make a lot of people with a lot of pride, you know, humble themselves. And even then, they ain't gonna humble themselves because they were the multitude born in vain, you know. So you just gotta let them be. But yeah, you know, they're telling you straight up in your face, man, that this place is about to fall. Okay, telling you that there's a recession coming. Matter of fact, who posted that? All brothers on Instagram posted that. It said, what was her name? Cardi B had posted a Twitter talking about when do you think that they're gonna talk? When do you think they're gonna announce this recession? You know, even these celebrities knows what's going on. They know that they're about to literally push that recession out there, you know, and you know they have all these different types of witchcrafts and sorceries going on around you, you know, these different distractions that are distracting you. And as always, you know, a distraction is not a distraction until you already been distracted. Then you're gonna realize, oh shit, I was paying attention to, you know, these basketball games or these sports games or these music videos, and boom, by the time you know it, you know, you're beat. Now you're in the middle of it and you have nothing to do. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to react. You know, you don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai as that guide, you know, as that strong tower, you know, because we run right to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai through good and bad. You know, when we doing good, we still praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But when we doing bad, we calling upon Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai too. You know, and the rest of the world ain't on that mode right now. Everybody's just caught up in these witchcrafts and sorceries, man, that are around you. But yeah, so that's pretty much clear right there. You know, I'll read the headline news one more time. Markets should brace for fire and ice. Morgan Stanley executive warns of a recession and even bigger paradigm shift. All right, and we know that shift is coming, and that shift is the New World Order, starting with, you know, bringing all roads to lead to one thing. That's the Rice Krispie treat, you know, which is being spoken about everywhere too, you know. So it's a matter of time before it hits where it needs to hit, you know. But Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Elohim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who grew well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom. Shalom, brothers, for tuning in. Wada, appreciate it. Keep fighting that good fight of faith and doing as good soldiers of Yahweh Shai. All right. And Shalom, Shalom.